lunch and dinner. May ada ko dili duha ka klase nga manok, broiler and native. And we have here kabucha, squash, and daikon, radish, onions, ginger, and onions. This is for ginataan manok. I have 1 can of coconut milk. And this is for cauliflower rice. It's already grated cauliflowers. It's fresh, and green bell pepper, onion and garlics, grated, and onions, 2 eggs, and frozen vegetables, green peas, carrots, and what do you call this? Corn. So I'm going to cook first the chicken, and I'm going to put the about 2 tablespoons of oil. Oh, it's already warm. And while waiting for this, about 1/2 cup of water to boil here, and with the coconut milk. So first, I'm going to fry this onion. Onion and garlic and ginger. I'm going to put organic turmeric. About 2 tablespoon of this. About 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And chicken. I cook together this here, fry this one until it's golden brown. And add salt, about 1 teaspoon. you are not cooking today.
Oh, I'm just listening to you, dear. You're doing a fine job so far. Well, the chicken's already golden, but it's not brown yet.
It's already gone. Golden brown.
It's golden yellow. It's
Golden
yeah,
yellow.
yeah, the turmeric yellow. So, looks like
So it's good to put the turmeric because that's good for our body.
yes,
It's
very healthy.
benefits.
Hello, Lorenzo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Audience previews shows nothing. I hope that we're still going out live. Ain't nobody home yet. I'm not here yet. Okay.
So the chicken is already yellow, not golden brown, because of the. Oh, it's already.
I don't know what's going on. When I do the show live to see what you guys are seeing, it's black. So I hope that that's not the case. This is my camera, but when I do show live, before it showed live, now it shows nothing. I don't know. Um, don't know what's going on. Let's see if I can manipulate things somehow. And let me see if I can check this. See what I'm showing people. For some reason, the audience view doesn't show up, so I'll check and see if I can see it on.
So.
Is that cornbread? No, no cornbread. No, no cornbread. It's yellow like cornbread, isn't it? It's chicken. Chicken. She sautéed some onions, then garlic and ginger, and
Turmeric.
turmeric. Maybe we're pushing our network to the limit because it's really slow here. Oh, I've got about 2 dozen applications open in the background. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe our all cell phone is.
We'll see how this works. Oh, Heps is opening very slowly. Is it? I've got.
I'm going to transfer here in the boiled coconut. Because this one is hard. The native chicken is hard.
Just came in trying to catch up. Yep, no problem. No problem. Yeah.
Ketchup. What ketchup?
Trying to catch up with what we're doing. Yeah, the broadcast is okay. I just checked it. Okay. So let's see if I can do this.
So I'm going to cook this first because it's hard. The broiler chicken is easy, so I'm going to put this later.
We've got two different kinds of chicken. One is a little bit tougher but more flavorful. The native chicken. I think it might be free range chicken. I'm not sure, but I think it's free range chicken.
This one is easily cooked.
Yeah, this is it's softer, not as flavorful, but it cooks up a lot faster. You know, your standard chicken. It's 12:40 in Texas, USA Central Time, right? Yeah.
So I'm going to cook this later on. Yep. To put together.
There's the coconut milk and some water in there to cook up the chicken. Make sure it's nice and tender. Adding the sauteed onion, garlic, ginger, and turmeric into the coconut milk. Yeah.
So I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes. And
that's cauliflower that's been grated. Grated cauliflower. And it's our substitute for rice. I mean, we have a couple of different things that we substitute for rice. One of them is the cauliflower. If we're going to do like a fried rice type of thing, we use the cauliflower. Or we can also use quinoa. We do that quite often in place of rice. We use quinoa. A little higher fiber, lower in carbohydrates, and so on. Trying to be as healthy as possible. But I still eat way too much. But that's because it's delicious.
You eat so much, so that's why there's so.
Yep. So the chicken and the coconut milk and spices there are cooking up. Takes about another 9 minutes of that. And in the meantime, cleaning up, getting ready for the cauliflower fried rice.
I'm going to cook the cauliflowers fried rice. I'm using coconut oil, organic superfood. Organic superfood.
Organic superfood, yes, coconut oil.
So warm, it's not warm yet.
Get the pan nice and hot, nice and warm before you add the oil. That's always a good thing. Make sure that it doesn't stick. And don't forget the chicken cubes.
This chicken cubes.
Add a chicken cube to the coconut milk cooking chicken. And here we are rocking and rolling. Yeah, 12:40 in Texas. It's time to get hungry.
Mm-hmm. So about 2 tablespoons of these.
2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Other oils are usable. We like coconut oil. It's good for hot things. You know, olive oil, of course, is nice, but it's not so good for frying.
For high temperature.
Yeah, for high temperatures, it's better to use coconut oil. Macadamia nut oil is also good, but for this particular one, the aroma, the flavor that the light aroma and flavor of the coconut oil is a good match because it is coconut milk. So coconut milk, coconut oil goes together very well. All right.
So
more onions. We're gonna saute the onions again, finely chopped. I can smell the coconut. I can smell the onions. There goes the garlic and ginger. So similar to what we saw before with the ginataan.
Oh, yeah, but it's fried. There is no coconut milk. This one.
Yeah.
And another.
More turmeric.
And about 1/4. Okay, a little bit of pepper. Nice, fresh
freshly ground black pepper. All this turmeric. I wonder if that's why Asians are yellow skinned. I had chicken with potatoes, broccoli, and Spanish fried rice. Okay, well, we're gonna have chicken, and we're gonna have, well, this place of fried rice style cauliflower. No potatoes and broccoli here, though. But again, I'm sure the flavoring is different.
About 2 minutes, 3 minutes. This one.
2 or 3 minutes. Just saute the onions until they're cooked a little bit. Still got about 4.5 minutes left on the chicken cooking. Yep, doing just fine. Let's see, I wonder if
And cauliflowers. I'm going to put this first. This is the bell pepper.
Bell pepper, okay. Actually, piman, right? Yeah, the Japanese version of a bell pepper. It's smaller, thinner, and not as sweet.
The cauliflowers. Oh, there's a lot.
A lot of cauliflower. It's going to taste delicious, so most of it will probably disappear before the evening is done, even though there's only two of us. You can see that's a large skillet brimming with cauliflower to be cooked up. Not high calorie, but even if it's not high calorie, when you eat as much as I do. Chicken with potatoes, broccoli, and Spanish fried rice. That sounds good too. And so what we got here? More salt. Yeah, salt at this time, salt at that time. A little salt and a little salt. Don't want too much, but you want to have enough. That's for sure. We're getting down to about 3 minutes left before we need to play with the chicken again. But right now we're cooking up the cauliflower to make it look like a kind of fried rice there. Before I was live in Kumamoto, Manichiyama. Okay.
So cook this about 3 minutes.
Cook it about 3 minutes. Okay, so.
And I just looking that it's missing from.
Yep. So when that's done, this will be done. Yep. Okay. Okay. The cauliflower is cooking. The rice, so the rice substitute cauliflower is cooking. The chicken is cooking. They both got about 2 minutes left, or we need to go to the next step. And it's looking and smelling good. Stirring, stirring. Make sure it doesn't burn. Looking pretty good. Nice light yellow color. That's a lot of cauliflower, dear.
Yep. You have to invite someone.
Could give Masumi a call.
Okay.
Can't do it right now. We're busy.
Oh. My cell phone is still.
Yep. So looking pretty good. It's getting cooked up there. Less than a minute left.
Yes.
Getting it all nice and heated through. thoroughly cooked, just lightly cooked. Right? That's all it needs. I mean, cauliflower is fine. Just wash it and pop it in your mouth is good. But this adds another level to the flavor. Be right back. Looks great. I want to do that so I can taste your food you're making.
On her.
Yeah.
You can try this.
Yeah.
I found only in this and the Google and internet. You can find it. There's a lot of there. And
And then make it more traditional fried rice like. Add the egg there.
the scrambled.
Scrambled egg. There we go. A little more pepper.
More little salt.
Little more salt. Little more, little more, little more, little more. Little by little. Don't add too much at a time. Just add a little bit, pinch there and a pinch here and a pinch there and a pinch here. Scramble it up. Mix that in with your cauliflower, and you've got fried rice substitute. And delicious. Look at those scrambled eggs. Looking good, looking good. So what about this? This has also been done.
So add this one, then post 10 minutes.
Right,
Again.
that's good. Okay.
Another 10 minutes.
Yep, the first chicken, that was that free range, the native chicken, a little bit tougher, so we give that an extra 10 minutes of cooking time to soften up a little bit, and then we add the regular broiler chicken.
And put the green peas and the vegetables frozen.
Frozen, we use frozen. Sometimes we use fresh if we've got it, but this time they're frozen. Frozen corn, peas, and carrots. Give it that nice color. Already got the yellow going, but now we got orange and green, so the corn kind of gets lost, but the green and the orange stand out nicely there. Looking pretty good. Go together like peas and carrots. Isn't that what Forrest Gump always said?
Just mix this about 2 minutes.
Just let everything get warmed up. Get the carrots and corn and peas are already thawed out, but they're still cold, need to get warmed up. Looking pretty good, though. You're spilling a little bit.
Oh, there is a lot.
Yep, there is a lot. Is it delicious, dear?
Yep.
That's what the boss says. It's delicious, so it must be.
I'll show you.
A little soy sauce. Add that final bit, couple of tablespoons of soy sauce. So you don't want too much salt because our soy sauce is going to add, let's see, Christine Nokera. I said hi on Facebook Messenger. All right, we're down to 7.5 minutes. So about another minute of warming, I guess, or less. Everything looking good. Just a matter of time for it to cook up. What do we got going here?
This sesame.
Sesame oil. Oh. Sesame oil, yeah. So
About 2 tablespoons.
yeah. So coconut oil and sesame oil, both very healthy oils. Sesame oil, of course, has its own unique flavor to it. Yeah. Really adds a lot to the cauliflower rice.
Wow, it's the smell of the sesame oil is good.
Mm.
And green onions.
Green onions.
Okay, put the green onions.
Okay. Looking pretty good. Green peas just weren't enough yet. We had to have some green onions in there, carrots. So we got our green, orange, and yellow all working. And okay, it's been a couple of minutes now. It's just about, it's more or less rice. I'm going to put it in a serving dish and will be golden.
Easy. It's easy to cook.
That's enough.
I have to call Masumi.
Okay.
It's hot.
All right, and there it is, ready to be consumed in mass quantities. Okay, and we've still got about 4 minutes left on the ginataan chicken. But we've got the cauliflower rice ready here. We still have the squash and the daikon radish. Right? I think most Americans are now familiar with daikon. When I was young, didn't know what daikon was, but I think it's been introduced to America now to the extent that most people know daikon. It has a radish-like flavor, but it's the size of, what's it the size of? I mean, it's big. It's the size of your forearm. You know, I mean, it's a large root. Um, you know, it's bigger than a carrot, bigger than a parsnip. It's
really big. It's look the baby's legs.
Yeah.
It's bigger than that, the baby legs.
Yeah. Like I said, it's about the size of a man's forearm. You can see it's pure white, with a, like I said, kind of a radish flavor to it. It's called Japanese. Some people refer to it as a Japanese radish, but daikon has become known in the States now. So we'll be adding that and the pumpkin to the uh, chicken in the coconut milk, right? It has the garlic and onion and ginger and so on in it, right? That's cooking the chicken. Alrighty. That's what we're doing. A lull in the action here while we're waiting for the next stage. Still got a couple of minutes of cooking time on the chicken. Okay, there we go. Over there, checking out the chicken cooking. Adjust the flame a little bit. Um, yeah, another your basic two-course meal, right? We've got the meat dish and the vegetable dish. Um, Vegetable dish has quite a variety of vegetables in it. Like I said, remind you, it's based on cauliflower, but it's got mixed vegetables of uh, green peas and carrots and sweet corn, and then it's got some green onion in it. Of course, it's flavored with more onion, garlic, and ginger. And the yellow comes from the turmeric that was added to it. So that's, like I said, that's our fried rice substitute. Very low carbohydrates. Good for a keto diet. And yeah, it's all good. It's, it's good, healthy, low carbohydrate, uh, delicious. I mean, that's the key point right there, is that it's really delicious. Wish you guys could taste it. Um, that's the next technology that they need to work on is, I mean, we got sight and sound. How about smell and taste for uh, the next sensations to be broadcast over the internet, right? That would be good. Aren't they working on that in movies? Oh, there, the chicken must be about done. Um, the
Cook this about 5 minutes.
okay, adding the daikon in there.
That one is easy to.
Yeah, the squash cooks up pretty quickly. Oops. All right. Okay. But what I was saying, I mean, I thought that I'd heard something about them making movies that were like smell-o-vision, or where when with wind, and if it's a rainstorm or whatever, you get wind and mist in your face to make you feel like you're there. A step beyond 3D. Haven't been to one of those. That'd be kind of interesting. I mean, 3D in itself is interesting. Although, when it comes to 3D movies, I'm less than enthusiastic about most of them. A lot of the movies I've seen, or not a lot, I've only seen a few movies, but some of them, it seemed like they were just wanting to showcase the technology. Wasn't really necessary for carrying on the plot line of the movie and so on. It didn't really add all that much. You could watch it in regular 2D, and you wouldn't really miss out on anything. But that's all right. It is it is interesting. I mean, people have been, they've been playing around with 3D movies for a long time. You used to always have to wear those special glasses, right, and so on. Um, Trying to get away from the glasses, which is interesting. 3D televisions. I remember, they went to the high definition TV, and then it was like, oh, geez, what are we going to do next to try and get people to buy TVs again? Because if they got high definition TVs, and TVs don't just need to be replaced every other day, right? You buy a TV, you keep it. I mean, we were used to keeping a TV for 10, 15, 20 years, right? TV is a TV. Um, Once you went from black and white to color, I mean, you might want a bigger TV, but that was about it. Of course, then they went to the flat panel TVs. and again went bigger and bigger. Um, but again, people were keeping TVs for 10, 15, 20 years, at least 10 years, 10, 12 years, all the time. So how are they going to motivate people to buy a new TV? Well, you got to raise the technology bar. Oh, well, you need high definition, right? You got high definition. Oh, well, you need 3D, right? Oh, well, you need uh, full high D or HD, right? Oh, you need 4K, you need 5K, you need 8K. I don't know. I don't feel the great need for these super high def televisions. I mean, they do look great, but I'm able to get into the movie without it looking so absolutely picture perfect down to to the finest detail. I mean, that's part of the experience of watching a movie or watching TV. In the same way, you go and watch a play and you enjoy the play, but you see the characters on the stage, but you still appreciate the story, you appreciate the acting and so on. Um, it's not necessary for it to be so realistic. I'm not sure that if the story, the acting, if everything is really good, I'm not sure that the extra pixels or depth and color and realism and so on is absolutely is all that necessary or adds all that much to it. But that's just me. And Sony probably doesn't like me because I'll be eating into their sales, right? They want to sell more. Sony, Panasonic, whoever, Toshiba, Hitachi. All right, so what are we doing here? I'm
Just to entertain people while waiting.
entertain people. I mean, my goodness, dear, that's I got to do that tomorrow when I go back to teach. Got to be in the classroom entertaining people, keeping the kids awake, keeping them off of their cell phones, and listening to me, or at least getting them to talk to each other, which is a whole another challenge. Oh, beep, 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 beep. Yep, there we go. How we doing, dear?
Oh,
All right, let me see if I can get over there. There's the chicken cooking up. It's getting there. Hello from Los Angeles, Moose. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another one of your fans, dear. Moose is here.
hello.
Okay. So there we're gonna add the last ingredient to the ginataan manok, the coconut milk cooked chicken. Um, that's the squash goes in there, right? We added the daikon, the Japanese giant radish. That was added earlier because that cooks up a little faster. Um, so the chicken, especially the native chicken. Oh, moose! Yeah, the Yummy Award.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's still cooking, but yeah, I can guarantee it's going to be delicious. It always is. She's always cooking up something wonderful. So the chicken's cooking over here. You can see another angle there. That is our cauliflower fried rice, right? It's a cauliflower base based substitute for fried rice. The yellow coloring comes from the turmeric there. We add turmeric to our foods. Uh, it's a nice, healthy flavor to add there. Um, and so it's cooked with some oil. base of coconut oil, where we saute the chopped up onions and garlic and ginger, and basically stir fry the rice, cook the rice up in that mixture, the coconut oil, onions, garlic, ginger, of course a little salt and pepper and so on, and then we add an egg later to that. Scramble up an egg on the side there and mix that in, and we've got the mixed vegetables, green peas, corn, and carrots, and some chopped up green onions, chopped up green onions or chives or whatever you want to use there. Add a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of uh, sesame oil. That's it, sesame oil. Right? Yeah. And that's it. It's all cooked up and ready. Still warm. Just got it out of the skillet a minute ago. So as the chicken now is cooking there, what kind of a heat? Okay, so we got a medium low heat on there, medium low flame. The chicken will be cooking up, and when that's done, the meal will be ready for us to enjoy. And that's about all there is to the cooking of these dishes, right? The cauliflower fried rice I just described, the coconut milk cooked chicken. We used two types of chicken. One was a native or free range chicken, so the meat's a little tougher. We cooked that for an extra 10 minutes in the coconut milk to help it get a little more tender. But we also have your standard broiler chicken, uh, the uh, the chicken wings, the upper part of the buffalo wing type piece of the chicken there. We added that. Um, 10 minutes later, because it didn't need quite as much. It didn't need as much time for the tenderizing, and so it's all good. The As I said, the coconut milk in there, diluted with a little bit of water. But a can of coconut milk, so what, a 350 milliliter can or what, a 12-ounce can of coconut milk with half a cup of water to begin with. That gets warm. You add you have sautéed the onion with the garlic and ginger in the fry pan. Add that to that as well as the chicken. Um, like I said, the tougher chicken, the range chicken first, and then after that is cooked for about 10 minutes, you add the other chicken wings, and it all comes out pretty good. And that's what we're waiting. We're just waiting for, oh, and then of course, after chicken has been cooking for about 10 minutes, you add the radish. And then after another few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, you add the uh, squash. Right. And so we're just waiting. We've got our nice heavy duty uh, Dutch oven type cooking pot there. Um, nice, very heavy pot there. It's wonderful. Holds the heat very well. Oh, there's the alarm. Must be getting close to dinner time. Getting very close to dinner time. Oh, I see the wife has already set the table. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of what this is going to look like.
Wow, it's still boiling.
Yeah, that pot really holds the heat. And there it is. So that's ginataan manok is the Philippine name for it, which basically means coconut milk cooked chicken, right? Chicken cooked in coconut milk, right? And that's what it's going to be for our evening meal today. Okay, the juice on there You can cook it up a little more with the lid off to thicken it up, but with the cauliflower rice that we have there, uh, mix that the coconut milk in with the cauliflower rice, and that's another wonderful taste sensation. Wow, I bet it smells good. Yes, it does. It smells wonderful. You've got those flavors. Um, you've got the coconut milk. You've got the you can smell the garlic, just a slight hint of the ginger. The garlic and onions, and in with the coconut milk and the chicken. Turmeric, not too much of an aroma from the turmeric itself, but that's going to add a nice little flavor too, and health benefits as a bonus, right? So this is what we will be eating here in just a couple of minutes.
So my cooking is finished. Thank you for watching and the awards. Yummy
Yes.
awards.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you
Moose,
very
for
much. And we have to end this broadcast. Thank you. Thank you very much.